Hello, and welcome to Great Sleep. Get ready to listen and relax. Today I'm going to tell you a cozy bedtime story about a photographer who went out into the streets of a rainy city to walk the wet streets and meet the interesting inhabitants of the rainy city. The raindrops tapped against Emma's window, creating a rhythmic melody that seemed to beckon her into the world outside. She slowly opened her eyes, feeling a sense of anticipation building within her. Today was going to be different. Today, she would embark on a rainy day adventure. With a surge of excitement, Emma threw off her warm covers and bounded out of bed. She could already hear the pitter-patter of raindrops against the pavement outside her window, and the thought of capturing the unique beauty that the rain brought to the city filled her with inspiration. As she prepared her camera equipment, Emma couldn't help but imagine the scenes she would encounter. The glistening streets, the reflections in puddles, and the misty atmosphere that would transform familiar landmarks into ethereal spectacles. She knew that today held endless possibilities for capturing the essence of the rain-soaked city. After grabbing a quick breakfast, Emma stepped out into the rain-soaked streets. The air was cool and crisp, carrying with it the scent of wet pavement and fresh rain. She pulled up her hood and set off towards the heart of the city, her camera slung over her shoulder. As she walked, Emma noticed how the rain seemed to breathe new life into everything it touched. The leaves on the trees glistened with droplets, their vibrant green hues intensified by the moisture. The flowers in the nearby gardens seemed to bloom brighter, their petals delicately adorned with raindrops. Emma couldn't help but smile as she continued on her journey. She had always been captivated by the beauty of nature, and the rain added an extra layer of magic to it all. The sound of raindrops hitting umbrellas and splashing onto the pavement created a soothing symphony that seemed to lull her into a state of tranquility. She wandered through the winding streets, her eyes scanning the surroundings for scenes that caught her attention. The rain seemed to transform the city, giving it a dreamlike quality. The buildings took on a softer appearance, their sharp edges blurred by the misty atmosphere. The streets shimmered with reflections, creating an otherworldly ambience. Emma couldn't resist capturing these moments with her camera. She stopped at every corner, every alleyway, and every park bench, eager to capture the essence of the rain-soaked city. She experimented with different angles and perspectives, trying to convey the ethereal nature of her surroundings. As she continued on her rainy day adventure, Emma felt a sense of excitement building within her. The rain had a way of bringing out the beauty in everything it touched, and she couldn't wait to see what other wonders awaited her in the city. Stepping out into the rain-soaked streets, Emma was immediately enveloped by the sound of raindrops hitting umbrellas and splashing onto the pavement. But amidst the symphony of nature, she heard another melody, a haunting tune that seemed to resonate with her soul. Intrigued, Emma followed the sound, allowing it to guide her through the winding streets. As she turned a corner, she caught sight of a lone figure sitting on a stoop, his fingers deftly strumming a guitar. The music flowed through him effortlessly, each note carrying a weight of melancholy. Drawn towards this street musician, Emma approached him cautiously. She could see the passion in his eyes as he played, his fingers dancing across the strings with practiced ease. The rain seemed to lend an ethereal quality to his music, enhancing its emotional depth. As she got closer, Emma noticed how the musician's clothes were soaked through, his hair clinging to his forehead. But despite the discomfort, he played on, lost in his own world of music. "Excuse me," Emma called out, her voice barely audible above the rain. The musician looked up, surprise flickering across his face. "Your music is incredible. It speaks to me in a way I can't explain." A smile tugged at the corners of his lips as he set his guitar aside. "Thank you," he replied, his voice tinged with warmth. "Music has a way of connecting people, even in the rain." Emma nodded, her eyes shining with curiosity. "What inspires you to play in the rain?" "It's not an easy task." The musician chuckled softly, raindrops clinging to his dark curls. "I find solace in the rain. It washes away the noise of the world, leaving only the raw emotions that music can convey. It's a way for me to connect with myself and with those who listen." Captivated by his words, Emma reached for her camera, eager to capture the emotion etched on his face. She wanted to freeze this moment in time, to convey the power of music and its ability to transcend barriers. As she snapped a few pictures, the musician's fingers began to strum the strings once again, a new melody filling the air. Emma closed her eyes and let the music wash over her, feeling a sense of peace settle within her soul. After listening to the musician's soul-stirring melodies, Emma felt an urge to learn more about him. She wanted to understand the stories behind his music, the experiences that shaped his artistry. "Excuse me," she called out, her voice carrying over the sound of raindrops. The musician looked up, surprise evident in his eyes. "Yes," he replied, his voice filled with curiosity. "I couldn't help but be captivated by your music," Emma began, a smile playing on her lips. "It speaks to me on a deep level. Would you mind sharing your story with me?" The musician's eyes sparkled with a mix of surprise and amusement. He gestured for Emma to sit beside him on the stoop, raindrops falling around them. "I've always been drawn to music," he began, his voice filled with nostalgia. "Ever since I was a child, it has been my way of expressing myself, of connecting with the world around me." Emma listened intently, her camera resting in her lap. The rain seemed to provide a comforting backdrop to the musician's words, as if nature itself was lending its ear to his story. "I've faced my fair share of struggles," the musician continued, a hint of sadness in his eyes. "But through it all, music has been my constant companion. It has allowed me to channel my emotions, to find solace in the most challenging times." Emma nodded, her heart swelling with empathy. She understood the power of art in healing and self-expression. "I play in the rain because it amplifies the emotions within me," the musician said, raindrops trickling down his face. "The rain brings out a certain melancholy, a sense of longing that I try to capture in my music." As the rain continued to fall around them, Emma and the musician sat in comfortable silence. She felt a deep sense of gratitude for this serendipitous encounter, for the opportunity to connect with someone through the universal language of music. Leaving the musician behind, Emma continued her journey through the rain-soaked streets. The city had transformed, its vibrant colors muted by the misty atmosphere. But as she wandered into a quaint neighborhood with cobblestone streets and colorful houses, she felt a sense of wonder fill her. Her eyes were drawn to a small cafe nestled between two buildings, its warm lights inviting her in from the rain. As she pushed open the door, a gust of warm air enveloped her, carrying with it the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and baked goods. Inside, she found an elderly couple sitting at a corner table, sharing an umbrella as they sipped their steaming cups of coffee. Their faces were etched with lines of wisdom and love, their hands intertwined as they spoke in hushed tones. Intrigued by the tenderness radiating from the couple, Emma approached them, her camera dangling from her neck. "May I join you?" she asked, gesturing to the empty chair across from them. The couple exchanged a glance, their eyes twinkling with warmth. "Of course, dear," the woman replied, her voice filled with kindness. "We always welcome new friends." As Emma settled into her seat, she couldn't help but feel a sense of awe at the love and connection that emanated from this elderly couple. They spoke of a lifetime shared, of challenges faced and joys celebrated. Their smiles held a wealth of stories, and Emma knew she had stumbled upon something extraordinary. With her camera in hand, Emma captured their tender moments, their hands intertwined and smiles reflecting a lifetime of shared memories. She wanted to immortalize their love, to capture the beauty that can be found even in the simplest of moments. As Emma spent more time with the elderly couple, she realized that their love was not just evident in their words and gestures, but also in the way they navigated the challenges of life together. "Tell me," Emma said, her voice filled with curiosity. "What is the secret to your enduring love?" The couple exchanged a knowing smile before the man spoke. "Love is not always easy," he began, his voice carrying a gentle wisdom. "But it's the commitment to weathering the storms together that makes it stronger." The woman nodded in agreement, her eyes filled with affection. "We've had our fair share of rainy days," she added. "But we've always found a way to dance in the rain, to find joy even in the most challenging moments." Emma couldn't help but be moved by their words. She realized that love was not just about the grand gestures and the happy moments, but also about the resilience to navigate the storms that life inevitably brought. As she continued to capture their love through her camera lens, Emma felt a renewed sense of hope. She knew that love, like the rain, had the power to transform and nourish even the most barren of landscapes. Leaving the cafe behind, Emma continued her exploration of the rain-soaked city. She found herself drawn to the iconic landmarks that now stood shrouded in mist, transformed into ethereal spectacles that seemed to exist in another world. With each step she took, Emma marveled at the beauty that surrounded her. The raindrops clung to leaves, transforming them into glistening jewels. The streets shimmered with reflections, creating an otherworldly atmosphere that seemed to belong to a dream. She experimented with capturing these scenes from unique angles, wanting to convey the ethereal nature of the rain-soaked city. The Eiffel Tower stood tall amidst the mist, its lights casting an enchanting glow. The Louvre became a mysterious silhouette, its grandeur magnified by the rain. Emma couldn't help but feel a sense of awe as she captured these moments with her camera. The rain had a way of infusing even the most familiar landmarks with a touch of magic. It was as if the city itself was whispering its secrets, inviting her to capture its essence. As she continued on her rainy day adventure, Emma couldn't help but feel a deep sense of gratitude. She knew that not everyone had the opportunity to witness the beauty of the rain-soaked city, and she felt privileged to be able to capture it through her lens. As Emma made her way to a famous bridge, she noticed a young artist huddled under an umbrella, determinedly painting the cityscape despite the rain. His strokes were bold and confident, each brushstroke a testament to his passion and dedication. Intrigued by his determination, Emma approached him, her camera dangling from her neck. "Excuse me," she called out, her voice filled with admiration. "Your art is incredible. Why do you choose to paint in the rain?" The artist looked up, surprise evident in his eyes. He set down his paintbrush and smiled warmly at Emma. "Thank you," he replied, his voice carrying a hint of exhaustion. "Painting in the rain allows me to capture the ever-changing beauty of the city. It challenges me to adapt and create something unique." Emma nodded, understanding his perspective. She knew that art was often born from adversity, from embracing the challenges that life presented. "I've always been captivated by the way rain transforms everything it touches," the artist continued, raindrops trickling down his face. "It adds a layer of complexity and depth to my paintings. It's as if the rain itself becomes a part of the artwork." Emma couldn't help but be inspired by the artist's words. She knew that creativity often flourished in the face of challenges, and the rain seemed to provide the perfect backdrop for this artist's journey. With her camera in hand, Emma captured the artist's determination and passion as he continued to paint in the rain. She wanted to immortalize his dedication, to convey the beauty that could be found even in the most challenging circumstances. As Emma continued her rainy day adventure, she stumbled upon a group of children playing in puddles. Their laughter echoed through the streets, their carefree joy infectious. Unable to resist the pull of their happiness, Emma joined in their play. She jumped into a large puddle, sending water splashing into the air. The children squealed with delight, their laughter mingling with the sound of raindrops. With her camera capturing their carefree joy, Emma realized that even in the simplest of moments, there was magic to be found. The world seemed to come alive through the eyes of these children, their laughter washing away any worries or troubles. As she played with the children, Emma couldn't help but feel a sense of nostalgia. She remembered her own childhood, when rainy days were filled with endless possibilities and the freedom to explore the world with unbounded curiosity. Through her photographs, Emma hoped to convey this sense of joy and wonder. She wanted to remind others that even in the midst of rain, there was always a reason to smile and find joy in the simplest of moments. Emma's journey through the rain-soaked city took a new turn as she became fascinated with capturing reflections in raindrops. She found beauty in the distorted images that the raindrops created, the way they transformed the cityscape into a dreamlike scene. She focused her lens on raindrops clinging to leaves, windows, and other surfaces, capturing the intricate patterns they created. The world seemed to shrink within each drop, offering a distorted yet captivating view of the city. Through her photographs, Emma hoped to convey the transient nature of life, the way moments could be captured and preserved, only to be washed away by the next rain. As she wandered through the streets, Emma noticed how each reflection told its own story. In the raindrop clinging to a leaf, she saw the reflection of a couple walking hand in hand. In the raindrop on a window, she saw the reflection of a bustling cafe, filled with laughter and conversation. She marveled at the way the raindrops acted as tiny portals, offering glimpses into different worlds. It was as if the rain itself was a storyteller, sharing its secrets through these distorted reflections. With each click of her camera, Emma felt a sense of wonder. She knew that these reflections were fleeting, that they would disappear with the next rainfall. But through her photographs, she hoped to capture their beauty and share it with others. Emma's exploration of the rain-soaked city led her to lesser-known neighborhoods, where hidden gems awaited her discovery. She found herself captivated by street art, colorful murals that breathed life into forgotten corners of the city. With her camera in hand, Emma captured the vibrancy of these murals, their bold colors contrasting against the gray backdrop of the rain-soaked streets. Each stroke seemed to tell a story, inviting viewers to immerse themselves in the beauty that could be found even in overlooked places. She also stumbled upon vibrant markets, where vendors sold their wares under colorful umbrellas. The rain seemed to amplify the colors and scents, creating an immersive experience for both Emma and those who frequented these hidden corners. As Emma wandered through these hidden gems, she couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude for the city's ability to surprise and delight. She knew that there was so much beauty to be found, even in the most unexpected places. With her camera capturing these hidden gems, Emma hoped to shine a light on the overlooked corners of the city, to remind others to seek out beauty in unexpected places. As Emma reflected on her day of adventure, she couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude for the experiences she had encountered. The rain had transformed the city into a canvas of emotions, each corner holding its own story and beauty. She realized that amidst the chaos and unpredictability of life, it was important to embrace the present moment. To find beauty in unexpected places, rain or shine. Through her photographs, Emma hoped to convey this message, to inspire others to see the world through a different lens. As she packed up her camera equipment and made her way home, raindrops still falling gently around her, Emma couldn't help but smile. She knew that her rainy day adventure had forever changed her perspective on life and photography. And she couldn't wait to see where her next adventure would take her, rain or shine.